Today we are going to take a walk through a neighborhood that's pretty important here in Bordeaux.
Chartrons neighborhood.
And Chartrons neighborhood is known for
the wine museum and history of wine here in Bordeaux, but they actually had a wine making and distribution area over that area. So we're going to go find out about it.
So we're going to do a complete walking tour for you guys if you ever happen to come to Bordeaux, France. Yes. I almost said Spain. Bordeaux, France.
Yes. Well, first, we came from our hotel. We walked down this street. This is Rue St. Catherine, and it is a pretty lively street. Lots of little shops and eateries, and it's a pedestrian street. It's awesome. But right behind me, we have to go try one of Bordeaux's infamous canelés.
Canelés?
Canelé, I think that's how you say it.
Isn't that little itty-bitty pastry? It looks like a tiny...
They say it looks like a
bun
torch.
Cake.
Yeah, it looks like a little bun cake. Yes.
Tiny little bun cake.
And it's supposed to be like a little crunchy outside and soft inside. So we've never had one. There's a couple different flavors. I suggest we each get one of each flavor, but...
We need to get moving. Don't say you need to. We need to get moving because we got about an hour walk to where we're going, and then we're going to walk to various points in that neighborhood.
Well, we're going to take it to go. We're going to walk with it.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out. Come on. Bonjour.
Okay. And you speak English?
English?
English? Do you have a recommendation?
What kind? We want to try.
We have only two different flavors.
Okay.
We have the traditional one. It's made with rum and vanilla. So this one is the most famous one. It's
yes.
the
Traditional.
original one of Bordeaux.
Yes.
And we have the pure vanille. It's another version with no rum, no alcohol for this one. It's only vanilla, so more intense vanilla.
This one has alcohol.
Yes, rum and
A little bit of alcohol. Well, you had me at alcohol.
We're gonna do one of each.
I think we should do one of each.
We'll do one of each. Yes. Please.
Yeah. You want to get a coffee too?
I think it's just for here. Or can you take a coffee to go?
Vanilla one in white.
Look at how cute.
Very nice.
Anything else, or that's it?
Do you want to get a coffee?
Coffee?
Yes.
Do you have it to go?
Espresso, yeah, we can do all the way.
Okay. Do you want to do that latte?
Let's see. We'll do a cappuccino. Yeah.
Well, no, I thought you like doing the latte, the coffee latte there.
Coffee latte? No, it's fine. Cappuccino's fine. Cappuccino, two. Go, please. Gonna get our cappuccino.
This mine?
It's okay.
You've been through this before, huh?
Now, if you got a box or a tin, do they have to be refrigerated?
No refrigerator, no.
No
It's
refrigeration.
Like temperature, yeah.
And how long will they last? Like,
The
is it
small one is 3 days, and
3
the big
days?
one 5 days.
Yes. Michael's out there taking a peek.
So how much does one of these cost? I don't see it on here.
I'm gonna give you the other one.
Okay, thank you. I'm just curious on what they each cost.
310, 380.
I can't wait for the one with alcohol.
I do traditional one.
Okay, that's the traditional one, the one with the alcohol. Oh, the cappuccino, did you? Oh, you got two. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
A little one is the traditional.
Oh, this is the traditional one. This one's got alcohol.
Is it good?
Very different.
I don't want to taste my own. Those are our big ones. This is the little ones that come with the cappuccino. This came with the cappuccino.
You could definitely feel the caramelized on the outside because it kind of sticks to your teeth. The inside, it sticks to my teeth. So it's like caramelized sugar, I think.
It's really good.
The inside is soft and mushy.
It's more like a
bun cake.
Not a cake, but like a bread, like a sweet bread. It's got bread consistency on the inside, like a crust.
I'm thinking
a crust on the outside and then chewy inside. It's not flaky and it's not crumbly like a cake.
definitely not flaky. But I would say in Bordeaux true sense, this is the common one that has alcohol in it. You know, the wine capital of
And
France.
the flavor is delicious.
Oh yeah, but very crunchy.
Not crunchy, chewy.
But chewy.
Chewy. And like I said, it has a coating like a bread, like the outside of a baguette, and then soft inside, like it's soaked.
But I think it was soaked in something.
Rum, and vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
It is good. So I thought we were gonna do this. I thought we were gonna drink our coffee on the way, but we ended up staying here because it wasn't packed. There weren't a lot of people in here, and the people that work here are very, very nice, and they speak English.
Helping Michael with his pronunciation of French.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Pretty good. He says the French words with a Boston, or most people say New York accent.
Buongiorno. Is it buongiorno or bonjour? Bonjour.
All right, we're going to get on our walk,
All
okay?
right,
But we're going to take our bigger ones here to go with us. Very excited to have that later. I'm going to put it in the bag.
Bonjour.
Let's go.
Do you like these?
Which one your favorite?
The vanilla.
Yes?
Not the common one there. The vanilla one. Oh, merci beaucoup. This little pastry actually has a pretty great backstory. For years, Bordeaux Chateau used egg whites during the winemaking process to help clarify the wine. The egg yolks were not needed for that, so according to the traditional story, they were passed along to nuns to make cakes, including what became the canelés. So this is not just a random sweet stop. It connects right back to Bordeaux's identity as a wine city.
And coffee, I'm happy. It's not morning anymore, though.
Do you have our snacks with us?
I have them in the bag. They're in the
What's
bag.
the official name of those snacks?
Canelés?
Canelés? I call it little bun cake. I think little bun cake's easier for me. Hey.
They say like a torch, like a candle, like a... I have to look at that up. They refer to it as something.
Yeah, it does look like a little candle in the church. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. All right. How much further do we have to walk?
We have a while to go.
Okay. But we're going to see so much on our walk.
We're going to just explore. And I'm going to drink my coffee.
But the other thing here is we could take a tram, but we opted not to take a tram because we like walking, getting our steps in, and
it's
we
beautiful
like to
right now.
see everything walking. You see things, I think you see more things walking than you do on a train or a tram.
And it's not raining right now. It was raining yesterday, so when we were out, so this is perfect.
Beautiful day, but it's subject to change. All right, let's keep going. We started out on St. Catherine Street, officially Rue St. Catherine, and this is one of the biggest shopping streets in Bordeaux. It runs for about 1.2 kilometers, or roughly 0.8 miles, right through the center of the city, and it is widely promoted as the longest pedestrian shopping street in Europe. It has been almost entirely pedestrian since 1984, so once you step onto it, you really feel that non-stop flow of people, storefronts, and city energy. As we kept going along St. Catherine Street, we came to St. Projet Fountain, and this is one of those little historical details that could be easy to miss if you are just rushing by. The fountain was carved in 1737, and it includes some very Bordeaux-specific symbols, including the city's 3 crescents and references to the Puig and Devezes rivers, which helped shape the city's early development. Hey, Andrea. What are we doing?
Michael.
What are we doing today here in Bordeaux?
We're going to walk over to the Chartrons neighborhood.
Ooh,
Yes.
Chartrons neighborhood.
It's known for their wine. That's where they did a lot. There's a wine museum there that we're going to go to.
That's a Bordeaux-only wine museum, correct? Where the other wine museum across the river is International Wine Museum.
Correct. This is more of a history of Bordeaux wines and merchants and how they used to store things and make things and ship things from here. So we're going to go check out that neighborhood.
A little farther along, we passed Galerie Bordelaise, and this is the beautiful covered passage with the glass ceiling and multiple shops inside. And it really does feel special when you look up and see all that detail over your head. It was built in 1833 and opened to the public in 1834 with iron gates, marble columns, and that elegant overhead glass canopy that gives it such a refined feel. In the 19th century, places like this were stylish social spaces as much as they were shopping spaces, and Galerie Bordelaise still gives off that feeling today. We reached the end of St. Catherine Street. We came out into Comedy Square, officially Place de la Comédie. The square opens right up in front of the Grand Theater. It suddenly feels more dramatic, more elegant, and more formal. The Grand Theater is not just a pretty backdrop. It was designed by Victor Lewis and opened in 1780. Its facade is one of the city's best-known sights, with 12 Corinthian columns topped by 12 statues representing the 9 muses and 3 goddesses. And right there in the square, we saw Sana, the giant head sculpture by Spanish artist Jean Plensa. That piece really stands out because it sits right next to all this grand classical architecture, and the contrast is hard to miss. Is that a painting or a...
No, it's a sculpture.
That is a
It's a
sculpture.
bronze sculpture. Yes, with stuff on it.
Are you sure that's a
Yes.
Yeah, that's a sculpture. At first I thought it was a painting.
It's shaded with stuff, so it kind of has a combination.
Pretty freaking cool. Are we in that neighborhood yet?
So we're pretty much in the Chartrons neighborhood, and we walked here, but as you can see right behind me, this is where the tram comes through. So if you wanted to take the tram to this area, you could get off in this location. It's just right there, right over there.
Cool. Let's keep walking. I like walking.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, Rue Notre Dame. This is the main street through the Chartrons area. So let's take a right here.
Chartrons feels older, more local, more lived in, and much more tied to the working history of Bordeaux. This was the district that became deeply connected to the wine trade, especially from the 17th and 18th centuries on, when foreign merchants, especially from Northern Europe, helped turn Bordeaux into one of the great wine exporting cities of the world. And that is part of what makes Chartrons so interesting. This was not just a pretty neighborhood, this was where wine passed through merchants' hands, where barrels were stored, where deals were made, and where Bordeaux's global reputation kept growing.
So this right here is the Protestant Temple of Chartrons, and it's a reminder that Bordeaux wasn't just about wine, it was also about shaped by different communities who lived here and worked here, with a mix of cultures and faiths. So this is a good time to talk about. This is the Rue de Notre Dame, and this is chez Rue du Pont in a little bistro. We suggested that maybe we have lunch here. So I don't know if we'll come back or not, but it does look quite nice, don't you think?
It does. Nice seating outside. Good weather right now, but in January in Bordeaux it's subject to change at any time.
Exactly. All right, let's go check out the church.
All right. Then we stopped at St. Louis Church, officially Église St. Louis des Chartrons. So this church is not just visually impressive, it is musically important too. Is one of the major landmarks of the neighborhood. The church was completed in 1880 and designed by architect Charles Louis Brun, and its tall neo-Gothic style makes it stand out above the surrounding streets. Even from the outside, it feels dramatic. And one of the most important things inside is the organ. This is not just any church organ. St. Louis Church is known for having the largest symphonic organ in the Aquitaine region, which helps explain why it is so significant. It was built in the 19th century, later expanded, and it became important enough to be protected as a historic monument. We gotta go check that out, the Statue of Liberty.
Come on.
We came to Place Picard, and this is one of those little spots that catches you off guard. Sitting there is a small Statue of Liberty, which is probably not what most people expect to stumble across in Bordeaux. It is actually tied to the French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, the same artist behind the much more famous Statue of Liberty in New York. The Bordeaux version has its own strange history too. A Liberty statue stood here in the late 19th century, but during the Second World War it was removed, and the original never properly returned to the square after the war. What stands there now is a later replacement, but the connection to Bartholdi and that France-America history still gives this little square a very unexpected story. We kept moving through the neighborhood, and one of the things that stood out was just looking into the windows at the food. That is one of the things I enjoy in a city like this. It is the everyday detail, the presentation, the color, the way food is displayed, and the reminder that Bordeaux is not just historic, it is also a city that knows how to live well. As we continued, We pass the old warehouse buildings, and this is where the history of the neighborhood really starts to show itself. These were the kinds of spaces that supported Bordeaux's merchant economy, storage, transport, wine, and all the activity that came with a thriving port city. Even though the neighborhood has changed and softened over time. One of the things I like about Chartrons, it still gives you hints of what it used to be. The streets are calmer, the buildings are attractive, and there is plenty of charm now, but underneath it all is this strong reminder that Bordeaux became powerful because of trade, and neighborhoods like this helped make that happen. That history really comes into focus at the Wine and Trade Museum, officially Musée du Vin et du Négoce. This museum sits right in the heart of Chartrons in a building tied to the old merchant world, and it is all about explaining how Bordeaux wine became famous far beyond France. Inside, the story is not just about drinking wine. It is about barrels, bottle evolution, labels, merchants, export networks, and the whole business machinery behind Bordeaux's reputation. Bordeaux did not become world famous by accident. It took vineyards, yes, but it also took merchants, shipping, storage, negotiation, branding, and a neighborhood like Chartrons to connect all of that to the rest of the world.
We are in the 18th century wine trade house, and in this museum there is two cellars. The first will explain you the history of the port and wine trade of Bordeaux, and the second is more technical, like wine maturing and the work in the cellars. So this visit is self-guided. You have the choice between a paper guide like this or an audio guide with your phone, as you want.
Which one do we pay
Should we do it? Is it the one? Either we do an audio guide or a paper guide. Maybe
Doesn't matter to me.
maybe a paper guide. Yes.
What do we pay for?
Just one. Just one is fine. Yes. No, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It's just a read. Yes.
At the end of the visit, you can return to the shop to do the wine tasting.
Okay.
For the visit is behind you. You close the door, go downstairs at your right. But before go down, I invite you to read the first 3 pages of the book.
Okay.
That will explain you about the architecture of the house.
The house itself.
And that's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Merci.
You have an amazing accent. Hi, Chihuahua.
Very good. Very
Hi,
good.
Chihuahua.
All right, let's just go over here for a minute.
Merci beaucoup.
All right, so this is our book. I opted for the actual reading so that we can read it versus having it being talked to us.
So we don't have an actual tour guide, we just tour it ourselves?
Yes, it's self-guided, whether you did an audio tour or a written tour.
Okay.
But I figured written was better. We're just going to look at this and we'll read it. Yep. This is the picture of the building that's on the wall. We have one of those. Very similar.
But look at how they got their suit jackets in there, they got shoes, and they got
Pull out.
drawers.
I don't know.
Look at these ledgers.
They're so cool. They're writing on them.
Do you see any dates?
1922. Yeah, 1922.
Pretty cool.
Paris, Lyon, Saint-Souvan, Marseille. Oh, look at this one. That's a lot. They took a lot, whoever this person was.
Is it by wine or is it by shipments?
I think it's shipments. Shipments where it went to.
Look at how old these look.
Is this the time for people?
No. Come down.
Let's see.
After the museum, we headed over to the Bordeaux Maritime building, and this stop fits perfectly with everything we had been seeing in Chartrons. This was a district shaped by commerce, shipping, merchants, and the river. And the Bordeaux Maritime reflects that world.
Right behind us is the Bordeaux Maritime Center. That's where they did all the tradings back in the, 1900s, I think
I
it was?
thought it was 14, but no.
Oh, no.
Don't listen to me. 1400s, I don't know. I think you might be right. 1700s.
I said 1900s.
Oh,
The
all right.
wine trading time period.
I'm thinking 17.
Anyways.
18.
We saved this until the end. This is the vanilla one. The girls said that this was their favorite, and we have another one left.
That's the
in
rum
here,
one.
the original one, but we decided we're going to save that one for maybe after we have something to eat for dinner.
All right.
But I wanted to have this right
You
now.
gotta eat it with the paper, no?
No, see? Are you ready? You're going
Smells
to take a
good.
picture of it.
Look at that. It
Yeah.
smells good. It's cinnamon and
Vanilla.
vanilla.
No, just vanilla. Mm.
You sure the vanilla smells like, maybe that's,
Ooh, that one's good too. Don't take the whole bite. I feel like these a lot. We might have to get some to go.
I'm not as big as fan as she is.
So I'm going to tell you what it's like.
chewy. I'll take another bite. Maybe I need to test my palate here. my senses, my flavor senses.
Ouch. Don't take my finger off.
You're not giving me any. You're blocking my bite with your finger.
So I'm going to tell you what it's like. It's like a piece of bread that's been soaked in vanilla or rum and vanilla, and then it's like baked and it's got a little crusty area to it. The inside is soft, kind of spongy like. Yeah, I really like it.
Eh.
All right, well, you got one more bite because then the last one's mine. You almost took my finger off that time.
Well, you put your finger, you'll use it as a guard to protect your,
I'm going to take mine in 2
Candle.
bites because I want to savor it. Which one do you like better?
that one.
Yeah?
But I mean, I wouldn't run out and say, oh my God, I gotta get that. I wouldn't.
I like it. But I have to say, I like it better with a cup of coffee.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm being serious. I wouldn't run out. You have to get one because you're here in Bordeaux. That's where he came from, is Bordeaux. But
You got to get one.
yeah, you got to try one.
Difference of opinion right here.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be like, I gotta go get one. This isn't like, what the hell's that name of that donut that came out and it was a big craze? Oh, Krispy
Krispy
Kreme. It's not a Krispy Kreme. I can tell you that much. All right, let's get one.
Finger looking good.
From there, we made our way to the waterfront promenade, and this is where the day started to slow down a little. After all the movement through the shopping streets, the church, the warehouses, and the museum being down by the river gave everything a different feel. Chartrons hugs the Garonne River, and this stretch used to be closely tied to the working life of Bordeaux, where ships once docked and trade helped build the city's wealth. Today, it feels much more relaxed, but that riverfront history is still part of what makes the area special.
We made it down here to the Riverwalk,
The Gagnon River?
and this is a lively place for people to come down for a walk. There's biking, rollerblading. We've seen someone roller skating,
Yeah, there's been
scooters,
people
all kinds of different
moving,
people.
shaking
Lots
and
of people
grooving.
down here. But we're gonna walk back.
We're done with the Chartrons.
Let's go.
This one?
350?
No. That
Oh,
one's
that
there.
one there?
Yep,
It's
850.
one drink also free.
And one drink for free.
Yep.
All right. And there's all the sides right there, huh?
Yeah.
This are the,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You want to get that kind? You want to try? And the gravy?
Okay. Do you want to do one?
Yeah, just get one. Yeah,
All right, we'll go with that.
you want this one?
Yeah.
You want one?
What? This? No, with the meal, right? With the potato.
meal?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want any chicken wings?
And what do you want? The rice? You want the...
You want rice, you want pasta, you want potato, you want banana, you want.
Either potato or rice. It's up
You
to you.
call it.
Rice.
Rice?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Did you want any chicken wings? I know you like chicken wings.
How much are the chicken wings?
Did you do separate?
Like 3.15.
Yeah. So is that with a meal?
4?
This one is a 4, it's 3.14.
3?
Right there, 4 for 350.
Yeah,
Yes.
3.15,
Yeah.
so like 4.
Yeah.
3.15
Or you
like
could do
3.
750 with the meal.
It's up to you. I don't think you need the meal, right?
Okay.
4?
4, please.
I just know you like the chicken wings.
Mercy, what about a sausage?
No.
I said, what about a sausage?
No.
She said no. All right, let me know when you're ready.
First,
Oh, you got hot?
Spicy?
Spicy?
Yes?
speak on
Yeah, spicy.
Okay.
Two? Does it cost money or does it come with
You
it?
do.
No,
It's
no.
with-
Once is the menu.
Yep.
I give you.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
It's not expensive.
Yes. Oh, it smells
Affordable.
good.
Yeah,
It
it's
smells
very-
good. Perfect. Yes.
This yours or mine?
Yeah, this is for me. You want your plate?
Yes.
It's for yeah, this one. Okay.
Merci
Thank
beaucoup.
you. Merci.
Thank you so much. Have a
Thank you.
good day.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Thank you.
So this is the place. Candy is like, I don't know. And I says, well, what check it out. Costs 12.5 euros. It looked good. It's French food. We might be coming back out at 7 o'clock. Most of the restaurants don't really open until 7 o'clock. But there may be a chance we'll come back out. Who knows? But we're leaving town tomorrow, so we may hunker down tonight. We don't know. But we'll see. But I'm hungry.
Michael's here in our little kitchen. We got ourselves a little takeout meal.
Look at that.
Some chicken wings
Chicken wings.
and some chicken. I would say, can you cut the chicken up first?
Let's show everybody what we got here. So this hotel is an apartment hotel, and it is pretty freaking cool. They do have laundry here. We haven't used that yet, and we're still kind of talking about how we're going to use it. But the real benefit is you can order out, come back. It can get expensive traveling on the road. I mean, especially with the amount of travel we're doing.
I also like the fact that I got to heat up some microwave popcorn as a
That is
snack.
another bonus. So this here is chicken breast. I thought it was a chicken bone-in.
No, chicken breast.
Chicken breast. It was in some sort of au jus, some sort of sauce. And we were thinking that it wasn't going to be dry. But this actually, as I'm cutting it, it feels dry. Can I taste it right now?
Go ahead.
It does have a little flavoring on the outside. Should I do that with the hot sauce or without?
Without.
Oh man, I like hot sauce. Dry?
I like dry chicken.
No, they do. So this might be perfect for you.
And I got some rice, so that might be my meal.
So I think this is your plate. It is a little dry, but I'm gonna try some with the. It's your meal, but I'm gonna try a little bit. I want to see how hot this hot sauce is. All the way from France, Bordeaux. Not very hot. Not hot at all. So much for spicy. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna throw some rice on here, and I'm gonna take some pictures of it.
I think we can say this is the end of our tour.
And this is why I say ciao for now.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching, but there's more to explore,
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
so you never miss any adventures.
Click on one of these videos to keep the journey going.
And this is where I say ciao for now.
We'll see you soon.